Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our most detailed podcast episode yet, where we are going to explore the intricate details of a summer routine.
Hi, everyone. I am so thrilled to participate in this marathon conversation because summer is a season that truly deserves a deep and thoughtful analysis.
To begin with, we must acknowledge that the summer morning starts much earlier than any other season due to the position of the sun in the sky.
You are absolutely right, Tom. And for me, waking up at 5:30 a.m. is not a chore, but a beautiful opportunity to witness the world in its most peaceful state.
I find that the golden light of a summer sunrise has a unique way of filtering through the curtains, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere in the bedroom.
Instead of reaching for my phone immediately, which is a habit I've been trying to break, I prefer to sit in silence and listen to the birds chirping outside.
That quiet moment is essential for mental clarity, especially before the intense heat of the day starts to affect our energy levels and our focus.
Once I am fully awake, I head to the kitchen to prepare a large carafe of water infused with fresh mint leaves and thin slices of organic lemon.
Hydration is not just a suggestion in the summer. It is a biological necessity that helps our bodies regulate temperature and maintain cognitive function.
After drinking my first liter of water, I usually step out onto my balcony to feel the crispness of the morning air before the humidity begins to rise.
I do something similar by opening every window in my apartment to create a natural cross breeze that flushes out the stagnant air from the night before.
There's something incredibly refreshing about that early morning wind, and it feels like a natural air conditioner provided by the earth itself.
Around 6:15 a.m., I put on my lightweight running gear and head to the local park, which is already bustling with other early risers and fitness enthusiasts.
I've noticed that the community spirit in the park during summer mornings is very vibrant, as everyone is trying to maximize their time outdoors.
Seeing people of all ages jogging, stretching, or practicing Tai Chi under the trees gives me a huge boost of motivation to start my day.
For those who prefer a slower pace, a gentle walk through a botanical garden can be just as beneficial for the heart and the soul.
I personally love the smell of the damp earth and the morning dew on the grass, which creates a very earthy and grounding olfactory experience.
After my exercise routine, I feel a surge of endorphins, but I also feel the need to lower my core body temperature with a refreshing shower.
Lukewarm or cool shower in the summer is arguably one of the greatest simple pleasures in life, as it washes away the sweat and the fatigue.
I prefer using a citrus-based shower gel because the scent of grapefruit and lime is scientifically proven to enhance alertness and improve mood.
When it comes to dressing for a summer day, I always opt for natural fibers, like linen or organic cotton, because they allow the skin to breathe.
Synthetic fabrics can trap heat and moisture against the skin, which often leads to discomfort and even skin irritation during a heat wave.
My morning wardrobe usually consists of light-colored clothing because dark colors tend to absorb more thermal energy from the sun's rays.
That is a very practical tip, Tom. Staying cool is an art form that requires careful planning of both our activities and our attire.
Now, let's transition into the topic of nutrition, because our digestive systems often slow down when the external temperature is very high.
Now let's transition into the topic of nutrition, because our digestive systems often slow down when the external temperature is very high.
Now, let's transition into the topic of nutrition, because our digestive systems often slow down when the external temperature is very high.
That sounds like a nutritional powerhouse that provides sustained energy without making you feel weighed down or sluggish during your morning meetings.
Exactly. And since I work from home, I try to schedule my most demanding cognitive tasks between 8:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m.
That is the golden window of productivity because the brain is still fresh and the indoor temperature hasn't reached its peak yet.
If I have to record videos or participate in video calls, I make sure to do them early so that I don't have to deal with the noise of fans or air conditioning.
I also find that natural lighting during the late morning is the most flattering for video calls, as it provides a soft and even glow on the face.
By 11 a.m., I usually close my heavy blackout curtains to prevent the greenhouse effect from heating up my workspace.
It's fascinating how much of a difference a simple piece of fabric can make in maintaining a comfortable indoor climate without relying on electricity.
I also keep a small humidifier on my desk, not to add heat, but to keep the air from becoming too dry if I decide to turn on the AC.
During my mid-morning break, I often prepare a bowl of chilled grapes or slices of frozen watermelon to keep my glucose levels stable.
Watermelon is truly the king of summer fruits because it contains lycopene and a high percentage of water, which is perfect for cellular hydration.
As the clock approaches noon, you can hear the sound of the world slowing down as people seek refuge from the sun's most intense radiation.
This is the time when I shift from active work to more passive tasks, such as catching up on industry news or organizing my digital files.
I believe it's important to respect the rhythm of the season. Fighting the heat with high-intensity work is often a recipe for burnout.
Even the most productive people need to realize that their output might naturally fluctuate during a particularly hot summer day.
Lunchtime in the summer should be an occasion for cooling the body from the inside out with fresh, vibrant, and colorful ingredients.
I am a huge fan of making a Mediterranean-style platter with hummus, olives, cucumber sticks, and whole wheat pita bread.
That kind of meal is not only delicious but also provides a good balance of healthy fats, proteins, and complex carbohydrates for brain health.
I often avoid drinking caffeinated beverages like hot espresso after lunch because they can increase my heart rate and make me feel even hotter.
Instead, I've started making a cold brew hibiscus tea, which is naturally tart and loaded with antioxidants that protect the skin from sun damage.
After lunch, the siesta or the afternoon nap becomes a very tempting and often necessary part of the daily routine.
Scientific studies have shown that a 20-minute nap can significantly improve memory, alertness, and even our emotional regulation.
I usually lie down on a cotton yoga mat on the floor because the floor is often the coolest place in the entire house during the summer.
When I wake up from my short rest, I feel like I've started a brand new day, which helps me push through the remaining work hours.
The late afternoon, between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m., is often the most challenging time because the heat has accumulated in the walls of the building.
To stay focused, I often play some lo-fi beats or ambient nature sounds that help me create a mental bubble of coolness and concentration.
I also take this time to plan my evening, whether it's meeting friends for a sunset walk or attending a local outdoor concert.
Having something to look forward to in the evening makes the long, hot afternoon hours pass by much more quickly.
As the sun begins its descent toward the horizon, the golden hour transforms the landscape into something truly magical and cinematic.
This is my favorite time for photography or simply for sitting in a park and watching the long shadows dance across the green grass.
The temperature finally begins to drop to a level that feels comfortable for social interactions and outdoor dining.
Dinner in the summer should be a slow and relaxed experience, ideally shared with loved ones under the canopy of the evening sky.
I love the simplicity of grilled peaches with a bit of ricotta cheese and basil as a light and sophisticated summer dinner.
After dinner, a slow stroll through the neighborhood allows the digestive system to work efficiently while we enjoy the evening breeze.
The transition from a busy day to a restful night is crucial for maintaining a healthy circadian rhythm during the summer.
I always conclude my day by writing in my journal about the highlights of the day, which helps me process my thoughts and find gratitude.
By the time I lay my head on the pillow, I feel a deep sense of satisfaction from having lived a full and balanced summer day.
We hope that this podcast has provided you with a wealth of new vocabulary and inspiration for your own English journey.
Thank you for joining us on this epic conversation. We look forward to seeing you in our next episode very soon.
Goodbye, everyone. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and keep practicing your English every single day. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment.